NFT projects can be extremely hard to get into, not only because the sales are skyrocketing, but because of the gas wars that are often attributed to it. Often, most of us can't even get into it because we're completely priced out by people who have a lot more money than us. So today, I'm going to show you the best NFT investment you can make for long-term gains that will change your life. Let's get into it. Welcome in everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate taking some time out of your day to come and watch this video on the channel. Just before we get started, none of this is financial advice, this is just my personal experience and my personal opinion. Make sure to do your own research with everything that goes on. Now, I have recently got into the NFT space in general. I've got my Only One, I've got the Sevens, and I'm in a few other projects that I believe are going to be better for the long term. But what I'd found when I'd first come onto this OpenSea sort of platform was that gas was just extortionate compared to the actual quality of the NFT itself. I've been getting some questions in the comments as well about what was best to actually get into if you didn't have the same money that some of these other people have. And for me, I was the exact same. And this is where Veve comes into play. Some of you would have seen me talk about Veve before, but it is a digital collectible platform with limited edition releases, can be purchased, sold, and traded on the market as well. Veve is the only company that has the IPs that they do. Marvel, Superman, Batman, Cartoon Network, Star Trek, Kung Fu Panda, and so many more. They've just released Captain America. Potentially Star Trek is coming out this week. And it blows my mind that the amount of people who are in the NFT space have either not heard of this or not getting involved. Now, why is Veve different? Why is it different to other NFT projects? Well, for one, everything that you're getting is actually licensed by the company itself. It isn't just art that's made up by one artist and that's sort of it. They've started the community, they've started this brand. Veve is partnered with the biggest companies in the world. And OpenSea recently had their best month with over 300,000 users that had signed up and they were actually using it. Now that is very minuscule compared to the amount of people who are going to know and have to get involved in NFTs in the future. And let me put this question out to you. When more people get involved in NFTs, when NFTs and digital collectibles become the norm, what are most people going to go for when they do so? When the first projects that they're going to get into, what are they going to pick? It's going to be the ones that they understand a little bit. Now, what do people understand? Big brands. Superman, Batman, Marvel, DC, the potential of Disney and even Pokemon coming in the future. These are brands people understand, and the more simplistic it is for people who don't know anything to get in, the better. When it comes to OpenSea and things like that, it can be quite complicated to get involved and also complicated to understand. I spent yesterday trying to understand gas and exactly what it was to make sure I was able to get in the minting process. With Veve, it's just as simple as swiping on your phone, clicking on the collectible, and clicking buy now. There's no gas involved. It's just buying the digital collectible right there and right then. This is so essential for the future because most people are still very skeptical when it comes to NFTs. When Marvel was actually tweeting about the Veve collectibles with Spider-Man and Captain America, there was people in the comments who were completely downplaying what these actually were. And that is common because when you don't understand something, you either completely ignore it or you hate on it. And it makes sense. People just do not get and do not understand where the world is actually moving. But for those of you who are actually watching this video, you'll know that it is moving in this direction and it's not stopping anytime soon. On the screen, you'll see some clips of the digital collectibles that you have. Not only incredible quality and allow you to have in your own vault, and in the future are going to have a lot more functionality with the collectibles that you have. People like comfort. So when you show them a Bored Ape Yacht Club or Batman, they're going to know what Batman is more than a Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's just the way the world works. Things that are comfortable to people are going to be picked up easier. And this is why I believe Veve is going to be the bridge between NFTs and the sort of normal world that doesn't know about the crypto and NFT space and the digital space that this is moving into. Not to say that the Bored Ape Yacht Club is completely useless because obviously the price of those are nuts and there's nothing on Veve right now that actually matches the price of any of the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. I believe the highest value is Donnie from Cartoon Network, which is sold for about 40,000 at its base value at some points. It has dipped at various points just like all do, but in the future when more people are on that, the price can go anywhere. You've also got to look at the community aspect of everything. What I said in my Sevens video when I was talking about that NFT project was that the community has to be involved and it has to be backing what is going on. And the community with Veve is doing exactly that. They're backing what's happening. They're loving the projects that are coming out. The Twitter itself has recently passed 63,000 followers and is consistently improving on the quality and engagement that they're getting on their tweets. I know back in the day when I was seeing 200, 300 likes within Veve, they're now getting over 1,000 with 37,000 views. You can see that things are actually changing. And this month out of all is probably one of the best times to get involved, not only in this project itself, but the coin associated with it. If you haven't looked into Veve at all, they actually have a token called ECOMI, which is associated with Veve itself. Now, I can do more videos in the future about what ECOMI is and how it relates to Veve, but this token uses burn mechanisms related to Veve, and ECOMI is burned every single day depending on the transfers, trades, and purchases made on the app. In the future, things like staking and utility are going to help burn even more ECOMI, driving up the price. And right now, the price is sitting at something that every single one of you could get involved in today. Most projects, when you often hear about them, are often too late to get involved. And I know for me, when I see these videos of people talking about the coin and they're all over about how amazing it was and how it 10x'd, but you're just too late to get in, you're not too late to get in here. This is the ground floor and they have been building this foundation for a long time. You'll of course see a massive pump at this point, but this was back when everything was skyrocketing. Veve really didn't have the same handle as they do now on their own project. It slowly dipped and is now starting to take a rise, and I don't really see it falling any further than it is anytime soon. Another thing you've of course got to look at is the roadmap. You know, for any project on OpenSea, a lot of them are going to go to zero, purely because the only thing on their roadmap is we're including this in the metaverse in the future. That doesn't scream to me that they know what they're doing, or they even have plans to bring out something that is worthwhile in the future. If you take things like Gary Vee's VeeFriends, you know that has value, and you know the person Gary Vee is going to ensure that this will have value in the future. With Veve, it's the exact same. They've been working on this project since 2017. They have some of the best names in the world, with also Alfred Kahn being a part of it, the person who brought Pokemon to the Western world. David Yu, who's been a collector of physical collectibles for more than 30 years, has some of the best connections in the world when it comes to this, and why Veve actually has so many amazing brands that are associated with it itself and are already showing incredible results from being on it. Every single drop that Veve done related to Marvel sold out less than a day. Now I'm counting Spider-Man and Captain America when it comes to this, and often the commons take a little bit longer to sell out, but even if you take the comic books that were sold over this period of time, they were all sold out in less than 2 minutes. Every single comic book. Each time that they were selling, it was a maximum of 60,000 units and a minimum of 50,000 in these mystery boxes. So you cannot tell me that around 320,000 comic books selling out in less than a minute, each drop that's happened, isn't something to talk about. The amazing thing is as well, you don't have to spend 4 grand on actually getting your first NFT. There's NFTs in Veve that cost 6 gems, which is 1 gem to $1. So you're paying $6 for what you're getting. Now, of course, these might take longer to actually grow in value, and these will be something that will be for the long term. But that's exactly what Veve is. It's not a platform that's looking for you to make obscene amounts of money in one full swoop and then completely dump everything. This is the company that you're going to talk about in 10 years' time. This is the company that people will know about because of the brands and the connections that they have. They have been building their foundation while everyone else was lacking. The more people are talking about NFTs, they're not interested in the things that are going to last forever. They're interested in the things that are going to make them the quick money, and then they can dump everything else. This is the project that's going to be your long-term success. When the NFT bubble eventually pops, a lot of the projects are going to go to zero. Veve and ECOMI have already prepared for everything that's going on, and know that by having the best brands in the world, by having the best connections, by having a community that backs them because they're transparent about what they're actually doing and listening to what the community is telling them, they're setting themselves up for success rather than failure, which most of them are doing, especially on OpenSea. Another incredible benefit that Veve has is that it's easy to understand and actually use. As I said before, OpenSea is quite complicated in understanding gas, what you should put, failed transactions, losing your money, everything dumping, not understanding the team. It's quite hard to grasp for first-time users, and why some of the comments I've been getting on the YouTube videos already has been, how do I understand NFTs in general? It takes time and it's very overwhelming, but ECOMI and Veve, the app itself, makes it incredibly easy to do. You just need to go onto the app, go onto the store, go onto the marketplace, find something you like and buy it. No fees, no hidden secrets, You have it as a collectible, you can put it in your vault, and you can show it off to your friends. It's really as simple as that. And when things like this do become mainstream, it's the things that are simple that will catch people's eyes. How do we get involved in the easiest way with the least amount of stress and the most benefit? Veve. Of course, I've been involved in this project for a couple of months now, and I have done the most research I have ever done for any company like this, so I could be a little bit biased. I ask you to go and do your own research and see why I speak so highly about this project. Understand the team, the roadmap, and the things that they are doing to create utility for their token. Right now, there's not much, but in the future, we've got the MTL coming, the Mutable X has already been confirmed, staking is also coming, and we've got so many other things that this is going to change people's lives. And if I can help just one of you understand that before everything starts to take off, then I will be happy. If Veve and ECOMI is something you'd like to learn about, and other crypto projects that I am learning about too, then be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I would love for you to be a part of this family and a part of this community learning about the NFT and crypto space. I know the video on the screen right now will be something you'll love to watch. Have a fantastic day.